Hello friends, welcome back. I am Vivekanandan. Just imagine in your mind about this particular scenario. For example, you are working in an office and your boss or your colleague sends you an email, and the email consists of a lot of information inside it. While going through all the information, the last line of the email is a big surprise for you. For the simple reason that line asks you, like for example, if you want to reply for this email, but that with only a thank you, just a thank you, what you do is better do not send an email. Instead, send me that thank you through the SMS in your phone. That is sufficient. Please don't reply me through an email. And can this scenario happen in this real world? There are chances it might happen, but forget whether it is going to happen or not. What is the reason for this situation to happen? The reason is something called as internet pollution. So the term internet pollution and the problem has been discussed for the last 10 years, but in the last 1 year, the talk of internet pollution is frequent. So in today's video, let us discuss about what is internet pollution and how work from home scenarios are reducing pollution in general. What is the link between these two? So we are going to discuss about these two things, and at the end we will discuss about what are the opportunities for technology enthusiasts and startups through this kind of problems. So to let us understand what this internet pollution is all about, but before that, let us understand why we started consuming internet more. The first reason would be we were constantly told that this will actually reduce pollution to a great extent. For example, instead of reading a physical newspaper, if we are going to read a digital e-paper, what happens is we contribute to the environment by not cutting the trees, because you cut a lot of trees for creating so many newspapers. So that is how you can contribute positively to the environment. So that was the first point. And the second was there was also talk of plastic pollution being reduced. For example, in olden days, there used to be this tape recorders where we used to fit inside a cassette, a DVD player, a DVD recorder, a DVD, that the disc, everything plastic was used. So now instead of all these properties, it is being replaced with a smartphone. So what happens is the usage of plastic is also being reduced, and it is again contributing positively for the environment. So when people are constantly telling that using the smartphone and all the internet and digital technologies, if this is going to contribute positively for the environment, why suddenly all of this particular talk of internet pollution? So to understand that, we also have to remember that even if we are going to use a smartphone or a smart TV or a smart appliances, end of the day, we need electricity, we need power to use all those instruments. And where will this power, where will this energy, where will this electricity come from? Majority of the source, it is coming from coal. We don't use renewable energy for producing electricity as much as we should be producing. Still, it is a big challenge. There is a hiccup involved over there. So this is one primary reason why this is contributing to the pollution. The second is the even much more very, very important reason, which is every moment whatever we do in the internet is being captured as a data. And where do you store all these data? These data is being stored in data centers. So what? The data centers actually require huge amount of electricity to function. And how much do you think? It is actually said that one data center, the electricity required for running one data center can be used to power minimum 30,000 to maximum 60,000 houses, which means several villages can be electrified. That is the kind of data, that is the kind of power required for running data centers. So Should we be discouraged by this particular news? Not necessary, for the simple reason previously the energy required for running these things was much more higher, because a computer server that will consume much more power than a data center. So data centers are actually optimizing this particular energy. So that is one good point. And in the future, even that electricity required for running a data center might be sourced from renewable energies like wind energy, hydro energy, or solar energy. So it is all about positive news. But coming to the point in this particular video, today it is said that work from home is actually contributing a very much in reducing pollution. And how? Because even in work from home we are going to use internet. So internet pollution is not decreasing, but general environmental pollution as a whole is getting reduced. For the simple reason, lakhs and lakhs of employees are working from home, which means they don't need any vehicles to travel to the office, or else the kind of vehicles they will use is right from a train to a two-wheeler to a four-wheeler. People commute in these vehicles and go to their offices. Today that is totally not necessary, and this is actually contributing a lot to the environment, it seems. And just imagine, previously a business travel, for example, they use aeroplanes. Even for a small meeting they go from one city to city using an aeroplane, which means they use aviation turbine fuel, ATF. That is another important source where it contributes a lot to this environmental pollution. Now that is also nullified, in fact, but that is a loss for the air industry. That is a separate point for discussion. But in terms of pollution, all these things are being reduced. And the other news is today many IT companies, they have these emissions being noted down, being quantified. For example, companies are encouraged to reduce these carbon footprints. And that is one thing the encouraging thing which is happening. So now the big question is, should we stop using internet? First of all, that cannot happen, and that should not happen, because for two other reasons. Internet has become an important instrument in reducing poverty all over the world. That is one thing. And second most important is, internet is that one primary source which gives uniform education across the world. In fact, if you want to even give quality education across the world uniformly, even that can be done, that can be achieved through internet. But the point over here is, what is the opportunity for startups or for technologists or for students, for anybody? The opportunity is this: the future is going to be green technologies. Anybody who is going to come out with green technologies, solving the problems of the society and reducing the pollution, those people will definitely be given encouragement. The best example is Tesla. In spite of coming up with a luxury electric vehicle, what has happened? Still people supported it, because that is a cause. It is supporting for the environment. So that is that one particular thing, which one point which I would like to drive across through this particular video. What is your opinion? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching.